Fox 54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
And good evening, everyone. The Alabama men's basketball team was just one win away from matching its deepest NCAA tournament run in program history. Tonight, they were in Louisville taking on San Diego State. Now, we cannot show you highlights, but we can hook you up with these nice pictures from the Associated Press. Alabama jumping out to an early lead with a three-point play, but it was San Diego State who took a 28-23 lead into the locker room. Alabama shot 28% from the field and 13% from three-point range in the first half. Now, the Crimson Tide went on a run in the second half to take the lead, but down the final stretch, it was another story as we check out your final score. In the end, San Diego State pulls off the upset, beating Alabama, the number one seed, by a score of 71-64. The Tide shooting 32% from the floor, 11% from three-point range. Muscle Shoals native Mark Sears led all scorers with 16. Let's hear from the Tide.
I thought we did a great job coming to the half, ready to play, and they're a really good group with some veteran players. I mean, they definitely got experience, and they got down 9 and came out and turned it right around. So we got to give them a lot of credit.
It's definitely tough, you know, just playing around these guys. I mean, working hard every day in practice. So I mean, to fall short, I think it's, you know, it's a bad feeling.
And we've got team coverage for the Sweet 16, so let's head up to Louisville to check in with Simon Williams and Nick Kuzma, who are standing by.
Good evening from Louisville. The season has ended for the Alabama Crimson Tide, falling in the Sweet 16 to San Diego State, 71-64. Simon, coming into this game in our 5:30 show, we said there were 3 key players to watch out for. They were Chuck Bediako, Matt Bradley, and Mark Sears. How did those 3 guys perform tonight?
Well, we can start off by saying Matt Bradley ended up not being a factor scoring, which was not unrealistic considering he's not a volume scorer for the San Diego State team. Only puts together 6 points tonight, but he was impactful in one-on-one matchups. He was really good at guarding guards, which feeds into the question of Mark Sears. Where was he through this whole first half? He was our 3rd key player to watch for.
Yeah, he ends up shooting 4 from 11 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Another game in which he just couldn't find his stroke from the outside. On a night the Tide shot about 11% from three-point land. That's not going to cut it in any game, especially one against a team that locks down guys at the perimeter.
Absolutely not. And there were open jump shots specifically that I think Mark Sears missed the most. Frankly, this whole team did. Javon Quinterly, Brandon Miller especially.
Where do the Tide go from here?
30 wins in any season is a great year. A second week in the NCAA Tournament is a great year. But being the number 1 overall seed and losing before the Final Four will certainly hurt. It hurts. It just does. But what this team can do is routinely recruit.
That's the key, recruiting.
The 3-and-D wings that they have and figure out the 2-guard system that they have and find guys who can jump shoot a little bit better. I mean, Mark Sears and Javon Quinterly, their skill set was dribble handoff, driving to the basket, and passing. Javon Quinterly exploded from offense once he got starting in the SEC tournament for the first time in over a year and a half. But as we talked about, Mark Sears' jump shooting limited Alabama's offensive effort.
Certainly. Well, now we just wait to see transfer portal. We wait to see NBA draft declarations. And that's going to do it for your coverage of the Crimson Tide for the 2022-2023 season. Outside the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky, I'm Nick Kuzma, and that's Simon Williams, Fox 54 Sports.
All right, thank you, guys. Let's take a look at some other scores from this evening. Houston, another number 1 seed in the Midwest. They were knocked off by the Miami Hurricanes, so the Hurricanes will face the winner of Xavier in Texas, and right now the Longhorns have a lead in the first half.